Alright, it's gonna be a little weird, but I'm gonna try to see if that fixes my weird framey recordings that I've been having as of late. I know I'm taking a little bit of damage. Let me just focus on the room a little bit. It seems like it looks a little bit better. So, alright, let me explain what just happened. I had to stop recording. So, when I stopped recording, I had to change the settings a little bit to see if I could actually get this to stop being weird. And it seems like it's stopped being weird, so I've taken a ton of damage, and I have to apologize. You probably didn't see the first 4 minutes of this run because I'm not going to splice them together. I know I could, but I'm going to save you the problem because the problem was extremely frame rating. And I think I've now solved the problem. I'm looking over my OBS settings. I don't see any frame dropping-ish. Maybe like a couple frames here and there, but it looks a lot better. So, you're watching this. You're in 4 minutes in the future already. Let me just say hello and welcome. Because I'm probably going to be too lazy to splice them together. That's my bad. Range is going to be super useful here, actually. I like how the laser increases in range at the end of the other lasers. It's kind of weird, but also funny. So, what did you miss? You didn't miss much. You missed about 4 minutes of content. I mean, I started this floor. I got this gun. No, thank you. I've run that weapon before. It kind of like screwed me at the end of one of my runs. If you didn't see, it was a couple episodes back. I don't remember which one specifically, but it really did screw me hardcore. But basically, I was having like really framey recording, so this is what you'll see. Go up on YouTube. And I mean, this looks a lot better from my POV. If it's got issues on your POV, please let me know. I've been struggling with this recently for some unknown reason. Because at first I didn't have any issues with recording, and now I'm getting issues with recording. I mean, that's a Mega Buster. I'm very tempted to take it, because let me tell you why. I haven't taken the Mega Buster in a while. And I think the Mega Buster, you could make a fun run out of it. And I don't think I've had it since like maybe the second episode. It's been a long time. I got this gun really early on, and then I never saw it again. So, you know what's been going on in my life? It's Tuesday for you guys. I'll say that again. I said that earlier. Essentially, this will be going up on Tuesday. It's Monday for me. I haven't recorded in a while, probably like 4 or 5 days. I had a lot of like stuff backlogged, and that's why I just didn't record, because there was nothing that I needed recorded for. And I also worked on Friday and Saturday. So I got home, I was pretty exhausted. I also wanted to watch The Boys, which came out on Friday. So when I got home on Friday, I watched the remainder of The Boys that I couldn't watch in the morning with my brother. And it was a pretty good season, but they only had 3 episodes so far, and they're going to release episodes weekly. Can I just say, like, why? I agree with a lot of the, like, negative reviews are people just saying, like, hey, we're in the year 2020, and we have streaming services, so why are we doing it this way? I agree. You know? It's so far in the future from, like, old television. I don't have any crystals for that. It's so far in the future from old television that it's just really weird that we would even consider the idea of doing that. Does this gun freeze? That was kind of weird. Why did he get slowed? I only have Teddy Bear. I don't even think I have an item that does that. I don't remember picking up an item that does that, at least. So, for you guys, it's also going to be a new day for Stress Test. Also going to be streaming a little bit later in the day. If you're interested in watching me stream, I have a link in the description below at every single one of my videos. I know. I see the dangerous thing. I'm watching him attack and also trying to watch him get attacked, but it wasn't going very well. I didn't get hit, and that's the positive. So, the game I recorded the whole thing in one setting. I'm just going to say it was super fun. I had a ton of fun playing that game. That game was incredible. I would be willing to play more of it, because I just haven't played something that fun in a long time. Spoilers, it's called Wally and the Fantastic Predators. And also spoilers, it's pretty good. I don't know. It might not be up everyone's alley, but as someone who was an avid Nuclear Throne player. I played a lot of Nuclear Throne. Not as much as I played Isaac, and definitely not as much as I played Slay the Spire. But I think Nuclear Throne for me was my favorite, probably my favorite roguelite. And I played a lot of Enter the Gungeon. I mean, everyone's played a lot of Enter the Gungeon. If you played roguelikes, you probably played Enter the Gungeon. S tier game for sure. I think Nuclear Throne's probably A tier. You know, if I had to rate them, Nuclear Throne goes in A tier. Was it better than Enter the Gungeon? Part of it depends on what you're looking for. And well, also in general, I'll have to say no. I think Nuclear Throne was an incredible game. It has a lot of replayability. The looping mechanic is fun, but also can be exhausting. The thing they did really well, and I think this is hard to do well in a looping game, is they made the looping gameplay fun. So at the start of Nuclear Throne, there wasn't a lot of fun to the looping gameplay. Towards the end of Nuclear Throne's lifespan, though, you got a lot of fun in their looping gameplay. The looping gameplay became, like, the main aspect of the game. It did have an ending you could do, and if you wanted to loop, you had to go out of your way to do it towards the end. Previously, you had to just beat the last boss to loop. It would just go. Then you had to do, like, kill these generators on the side of the last boss, and then you could loop. But it didn't really... It gave you ammo back, it could heal you, you know, it wasn't really bad to kill them, it just took extra time and made the boss fight a little bit harder because you focused more on destroying the generators instead of on the boss fight. But let me say this. I don't have 2 crystals. The way Nuclear Throne runs their looping mechanic, it's the best looping game I've ever played. It's as simple as that. They add new, like, loop unique enemies to each floor, and new loop unique bosses. They have, like, a loop unique ending. It's incredible. I haven't played a game with a better looping mechanic ever. Maybe there's one out there, but I sincerely feel as if Nuclear Throne is on top in terms of that. I don't think anything else comes close. The replayability of it is incredible, like loop unique weapons, the extra upgrades that you get, like when you hit past max level, which usually only happens on a loop. The, like, little hidden floors you could go to if you did, like, certain things, like you had a cursed weapon, and then just going for high scores felt good in that game. Gameplay was fast, floors weren't, like, incredibly long. It got tougher as you went on, and even, like, each loop added more difficulty to the boss fights, too. So instead of, like, absolutely destroying the boss fight, which it was possible, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying destroying the boss fights was impossible. What I was implying by that was that the boss fights were tougher as you went on, too. So you got, like, Big Dog would have more HP, so it wouldn't be such of a pushover. If you got, like, the frog lady would be tougher, too, because she would... Like, there would be 2 of them sometimes. Like, not sometimes. Like, every loop would add, like, an extra one. The big bandits, there'd be, like, extra big bandits, and they would be tankier, too, so you wouldn't just push them over and move on to the next big bandit. It was just one of the best, like, top-down action roguelikes I've ever played. But Enter the Gungeon, for, like, an actual run setting, is definitely better. Like, if you want to do, like, a run that has a definitive ending, and you don't like the looping mechanics, Enter the Gungeon's better. I myself don't mind the infinite style of gameplay, but I could see where it, like, teeters off. But I still think, in that regard, that Nuclear Throne had a really good setup for their looping mechanic, because their looping mechanic, it was, like, the gameplay was just fast. So you're not even, like, 30 minutes into the run by the time you reach the last boss. All the characters felt, like, really fun to play, and they had, like, their own, like, builds that you could kind of do, like melting your exploding corpses. I still don't understand why that doesn't blow up the rocks, but okay. YV, you're going for, like, some insane fire rate. You could go with, you know, steroids and dual-wield, like, super crossbows or super plasma cannons, like, whatever you really want to do. You could run fish, have infinite ammo for, like, the first 10 seconds of the floor, and just super plasma cannon the living daylights out of the entire area. Or you could play chicken and hate the fact that they reworked him from the original chicken. I mean, that's up to you. I never liked chicken. I'm not saying the reworked chicken was bad. I understood the benefits of reworked chicken, but, you know, you're not here to talk to me about Nuclear Throne. Probably I mean, maybe you know what nuclear throne is. You probably do, but maybe not as much as I know about it, because I played a lot of it, and I used to watch a lot of it. But I was talking about Wally and the Fantastic Predators. What a lovely game. I don't remember having like that much genuine fun since probably like Nuclear Throne. And that's, for me, that's saying a lot. I have fun with the other games, don't get me wrong, but I just kept wanting to play. Like, you immediately press retry, you get like right back into a run. There's no character select in Wally, so you don't really have like, you know, different classes or anything. Your run is just dependent on the items you get, but the gameplay loop is just good. It's fast. It pushes you to play fast. And I mean, you'll hear me talk about it when I'm playing it, but look forward to it because I had a blast. Hopefully that means you guys will have a blast too. Ooh, 70 gold for that. I don't even know what that does. If I'm looking around on the floor, I mean, we have a pretty good bomb use here too. What about here? We would get a key. I mean, it's hard to say no to a guaranteed key, right? If I'm looking at it from this perspective, the key lets me get to here. So I think you gotta do that. Even though the key or the bomb could also get me to those chests, and you never know what's in the chest, but it's not guaranteed to be a key. So we want to get the key for sure. So I don't know if I talked about it at all so far, and ever since I get an extra treasure room. What? Excuse me? Light the torch at the end of the tunnel? Bring the fire. If you bring the heat, then I'll bring the fire, you know? We could actually afford to do this a little bit. I wish I didn't. Wish I didn't. I've been taunted. I wish I instead jumped here to get that bomb. I would have been better. So what's in our shop? We can look. Key. I could have bought a key, but I'd rather save my money. I was okay using that bomb to get 10 coins and get the key off of that. Now, I did get hit. That's also going to make this boss fight a little bit easier. Because in a way, double shot, triple shot, quadruple shot, it's just going to keep going. Every time you get hit, you upgrade your weapon. See, look, now I'm a pentashot. Even though I shouldn't have gotten a hit on that last one. Let's not talk about it. Okay. The wording on this item, and let me explain this. The wording on this item that I started with, upgrade your gun, it should say get an extra shot every time you get a hit. Because it doesn't upgrade your gun. It just gives you an extra shot. Upgraded guns don't just get an extra shot guaranteed, which is why it doesn't make sense. So we're going to go. Forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about what I was doing on Friday. So I haven't recorded in a while because Friday, you know, I have work, Saturday I have work. I don't remember talking about this, but then I watched The Boys. They only had 3 episodes up. I think I remember talking about it. You know, it's like that Key and Peele video where he's like, gotta remember where he parked the car. And they're like arguing, and the one dude's, or not arguing, he's like, oh, you remember because of this leads to this, and then that leads back to this. And then he just goes like, no, it's not that complicated. We just parked over here. And then Key can't remember by the time Peele gets through like his whole spiel. Or Jordan. I shouldn't really call him Peele, it's kind of weird. It'd be weird to call him Peele. I feel like it sounds really weird. I could get that bomb, but what am I going to use the bomb for? I just need to focus on like staying healthy here. Oh, I have the 70 coins. What was the item in the shop? Let me look. This shows you the secret rooms, right? Now, I don't know if it opens them. I don't remember. But I will be able to see where they are, which will be pretty useful. I gotta thank my cactus friend there for taking the damage. Thank you, cactus friend. What? Did you see that? That was weird. Also, there's no animation for those things popping up. It's a little weird. Alright, so you drop bombs. Like, that's your addiction? That's cool. You want to drop a bomb over here? Or anything like that? I was trying to get him to open this so I could at least get the 10 coins. But then again, now that I think about it, I couldn't get the 10 coins without opening that chest. Consequences. Now I'm in like that Key and Peele sketch section of my brain. I'm gonna go on my YouTube recommended, and there's just gonna be like 2 Key and Peele videos I've never seen before, and I'm gonna be like, time to watch them, baby. Since this isn't also an end room, let's do this first. Let me take a drink. Excuse me. Consequences. Consequences, baby. I went back on my plan of always going up, never go down. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around or hurt you. Never gonna say goodbye or something like that. Never gonna make you cry. Never. No. Maybe it is that. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Come on, Rick Astley. I don't even remember what you sang anymore. Oh, it's giving me a second chance, dude. If I get burnt, I get burnt. I did not get burnt, thankfully. I've never been burned by your words before, but now they hurt forevermore. Something like that. What do you got for me? Sapphire ring. That's pretty good for me, since shields is the only way we're gonna be regenerating health. You can't get there from down here, dummy. There's no platform to help you jump, so you gotta go all the way around. But yeah, work has been, work. You get the same thing pretty much every time you work. People are just crazy. I didn't have a fully charged shot. Patience, young grasshopper. But I was kind of like, I don't know. It's really weird how like work works. I don't mean that like I don't understand jobs. I mean that more of like some days are just purely awful. I don't know. I like. Oh yeah, we get an extra item room every floor. I forgot about that. I don't have the keys. But I was thinking about this because like some days I just get like so annoyed at work. I'm like, dude, I have so many things I need to do, and it feels like nobody really cares. No offense to like the people I work with, but you try to like do things and they just don't care. So then you kind of stop caring, because if they're not going to care, why should you care? You know? That's a horrible mentality, but it's pretty much how it goes. I don't want to like be a proponent of that horrible mentality. That's just how the cookie crumbles and how the ball rolls down the hill. And I dig them rhythms and blues. With a pink carnation in a pickup truck, and I knew that I was out of luck the day the music died. Just know like that whole song by heart. Wasn't one of my favorite songs as a kid. And I dig them. I walked right over that. Yep, mind your steps, dummy. What are we at? 19 minutes. That's a horrible episode. If it's only gonna be 19 minutes, that's a horrible episode. So let me tell you what. We're gonna go again. What do I got for upgrades? Not enough. Not enough. Unless we actually want to go back here and buy something. In which case, that's an interesting dilemma. Chance to get one angry sprite. If you get hurt while in this room, do stuff. Let's just buy this. Get it out. That's 10. I can't check what this item does, so I don't know. So what did we play? Lucas last R6 then. I think I played map before that. Let's give Saya another play. The other characters, they just don't change much. And that's why I kind of don't play them. What do you got, sir? This is half a heart you gain. If an attack kills you, you'll exchange an egg for half a heart. That's an item. I've never seen that in my life. So you know what I probably should have done is I should have given Action Supremacist a try. We'll do that maybe next episode. I'd like to get the achievement only for my personal agenda or personal dilemma of not being able to get it. At first it was a personal agenda, now it's turned into a personal dilemma. And the dilemma is that I haven't been able to win. You think this goes through the floor? It does not. You think it goes through this floor? What? There was an egg machine inside of the rocks. Alright. That's weird. That kind of ruined my chest. I'm a little bit annoyed, but okay. You say so. Wow. That's kind of perfect, right? If you think about it. Didn't work. Also, we're gonna lose our armor, but that's cool. So I haven't really been keeping up with the news too much, mostly because the news have been freaking crazy lately. I did notice, however, though, on Discord that they're like advertising voting, which is, I'm not saying don't vote. I'm saying that's funny to me. Not because it's not like, I mean, you could take that the wrong way. It's not meant to be taken the wrong way. It's more of like a, it's funny because I did not mean to use the sword here. It's funny because I just didn't expect that from Discord. Also, horrible amount of damage taken. Can I not die for no reason, please? I can fly. I believe I can fly. I don't know what my brain was thinking on that room, but I was trying to switch to katana as I was getting hit by the flying bats. The flying bats kept hitting me, so it wouldn't let me switch to katana because the game is weird. Didn't want to use a key on that, but okay. I guess armor counts as health because I lost my flying for picking up armor. How do you doing? You really? Yeah, they're both kind of bad. Eggs and boxes. The boxes probably would have been more useful because they could have had stuff in them. The egg machine I'm never going to play because I have another one on the floor, so why would I ever play that one? Good question. Let's look around, see what we can find at the last ends of the universe. Another enemy. I did hear, however, though, they are remaking... Dude, did you see the strength of that, dude? The freaking worm pushed the barrel. That's insane. Kick the baby. Don't kick the baby. I did see, though, that they're making Mario Sunshine for the Switch, and it's going to be available for, like, a limited duration. That's pretty cool. That's going to let me in here, but I don't have a bomb still. And it doesn't hurt to go in there now, so there's no negative. That's also you need a bomb for. Yeah, so if I wanted to get in here, I have to take damage. I guess I'll do it. I would like to snowball the run. Try to avoid, like, the ones that aren't gonna get insta-killed. This is bad. That's bad. So the flying flies die in 2 hits. It hasn't been a very flying year. What? Excuse me? What happened? I was trying to say it hasn't been a very fly year, for at least for us. I feel like there's been worse years in terms of like flies, but this year has been pretty chill. Hello? Oh, we get to start on round 3. Fight. I'm dead, though. I don't have an egg. Alright, that was weird. It's only been 24 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna give Action Supremacist a try as I switch my seating position. That's what that sound was. Trying to finish my train of thought that I was talking about earlier, it hasn't been a very fly year. Flies, they have not been prevalent. You know what has been prevalent? Spotted lantern flies, which are not exactly flies. They're more like Japanese beetles in terms of the destruction they cause, but they're also like around way more than Japanese beetles. Japanese beetles are like around for 1 month. So I have to say, Japanese beetles take the cake in that department of like less annoying. Spotted lantern flies, they're evil. But can I just say, I haven't seen a single spotted lanternfly. I don't really go around much. I kind of like stay in the same place, but there was like a weird, not a weird, but there was a post on the New Jersey Reddit. Good lord. There's a post on the New Jersey Reddit of someone that was like, that's a new record, and it's just a video of him counting the spotted lanternflies on his window. And there was 23, I think. That's a lot of spotted lanternflies to think about. I haven't seen a single one, and this guy has like 23 on his window daily. Coins, not really gonna matter. So the only thing you're particularly looking for is armor and eggs. Armor and eggs. Fighting rooms don't matter. This is pretty much our only use for money, now that I'm thinking about it. Might as well do it. And, it doesn't like me very much, I will say that. Other than spotted lanternflies, I mean, I think the cicada killers have been out, but I haven't heard any cicadas around my area, at least. So, no cicada killers around me. It was supposed to be like a really buggy summer, and, I mean, like, the ticks and the, freaking chiggers have been out, for sure. There have been a lot of people asking for, like, chigger medication, and I don't blame you. I mean, like, I'm not saying chiggers are a nice thing to have, I'm just saying that that's how it's been. He's shooting the ball at me! Dude, he's in, like, that Olympic, game where they throw the freaking prisoner's weight however far they can. I don't even know if that's what it's called. Chain ball? Ball and chain? They also, don't they have like a javelin throw? Is the ball and chain throw still a thing? Can't pick up an item. I did take a lot of damage on that fight. I'm not very good at the Nick fight, I'll be honest. I don't think the fight's hard. I think I'm not good at it. And I accept my inability to fight the enemy. So this will just be a quick attempt at action supremacist, since I absolutely threw away 2 of my runs. But that's fine. I gotta get back into the swing, you know? I haven't played for like 4 days. Been a little bit busy. Then yesterday I got absolutely addicted to the game I was recording, and you know, here we are today. Here we are, life's waning to begin, as they say. Pretty sure people don't say that. I think that's just the song. I feel like a lot of the songs I know, at least remember from my childhood, I either learned from Rayman, Raving Rabbids, or Band Hero. Which isn't like the 2 most, you know, common ways to remember music, but that's pretty much how I learned 90% of the songs I know. I'm not, like, I don't go on my way very much to listen to music. I go on my way to play games. I don't go on my way to listen to music. That's just how I am, and that's who I am. Play on my plastic drums and the plastic guitar. I don't know, Band Hero was weird. I mean, there was 3 of us as kids, so it kind of worked out. Like 3 brothers. So we could all like play, and I also played the drums, and one wanted to sing and the other wanted to play the guitar, so it was pretty much perfect. I mean, that's how most bands come apart, right? Or not come apart, but like come together. We've got to come together, alright, over me, or something along those lines. It's an old song, right? I really don't know. Like, I know the chorus to a lot of songs, and then I'm just like, I have no idea what that song actually is. An egg is pretty good. I originally just intended to do that for half of a piece of iron, but I mean armor. Why do I call it iron? So a lot of armor is made of iron, right? Oh, look at these tight dodges. Backed up into the corner of the ring. Still managing to weave his way around. This is the man himself. Tyson Fury. All you need is 10 jabs. Right to the lower jaw. Knock him right out. The 10th jab, you gotta put a little more power behind it. You've already weakened him. He's not expecting the strong jab to come in. That's when you strong arm him. Now that he got hit by the strong arm, he can't recover. Boom. You wear him down over time. I don't know how boxing works at all. I mean, like, I know how boxing works. I just, like, in terms of actually playing it, I don't know how it works because I don't play boxing. That sounds weird. I don't play boxing. It's not a game. It's kind of like bodily injuries or body injuries for sport. I wouldn't really say like play boxing, you know? It sounds weird. I think wrestling, like, play wrestling makes more sense because we know wrestling's fake, right? Ooh. You know what's one thing I've always thought would be cool to be good at is juggling. I feel like juggling is extremely underrated. When I hit that ball up there, in my head, the first thing I think of is juggling. But probably, like, the main reminder is that toy I had as a kid that would blow the ball up. I have no idea why I had that toy. Let me be real with you. I don't know what I was ever going to do with that toy in my life, but I had it. Alright, Remington's not that hard. Remington's a good boss fight. I think Colt's a little harder. Remington's pretty easy. I say that and then I get hit. Actually twice, because I kind of thought I was invincible there. I'm probably gonna die. I have no hope. All of the zombie sisters I had passed away. He got that perfect angle on me, dude. The perfect angle. Alright, that's gotta do it for this episode. I apologize for my poor play. I'll give it another go in the next episode. Probably not Action Supremacist, but I'll see you in the next one. If you like the video, leave a like, comment down below. If you got anything you want to say, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.